Welcome to Black Moon Conjure. For a lot of people, the name Beelzebub is synonymous with pestilence and disease. They make a symbolic connection between Beelzebub and the rider of the pale horse in the book of Revelation. For most, he is Lord of Flies. Some imagine a fly in humanoid form, while others think of insects and airborne creatures. I think of him as a demonized pagan god. Beelzebub's origins can be traced back to a Philistine god worshipped in the city of Ekron. His name is believed to be derived from the Hebrew name Beelzebub, which translates to Lord of the Flies. The Israelites who worshipped Yahweh likely used Beelzebub as an insult, equating him with filth and decay. Some scholars suggest the name Beelzebub could be a corruption of the name Beelzebul, meaning Lord of the High Place in some translations. In the New Testament, we see Beelzebub identified as the prince of demons. This shows a shift in perception, where the name of the Philistine god becomes associated with a high-ranking demonic entity, often synonymous with Satan. Beelzebub goes on to get a lot of publicity during the Salem witch trials. Beelzebub is mentioned repeatedly. He's the one who is blamed for all of the evil taking place. Now, if you work with Beelzebub, you'll probably notice that he does have a connection to flies and other insects. But I should point out, just because you see a fly in your house in the summer doesn't automatically tie it to Beelzebub. If you're wondering if he's reaching out to you via insects, look for swarms or large groups, and perhaps unusual activity. This may not sound very appealing, but I've had some awesome experiences involving dragonflies and also bees a few years ago. So if you work with him, you may or may not experience flies. But keep in mind that even the gross insects which devour dead creatures make way for new life. It's regeneration. The bugs that many people find repulsive actually have a purpose, and Beelzebub can definitely represent new growth. Obviously, Beelzebub gets different reactions from different people, but most will agree on a few things. 1. Beelzebub is extremely powerful and skilled in baneful magic. He works fast and deliberately. On the other hand, he's great for protection. When you're working with him, you may find yourself learning more about witchcraft. You may hone your divination skills. You may also learn more about protection, and not just using wards and shields. You may be led to discover different methods that you did not know were available to you. Also, he is great if you own a business because he's very skilled with money magic. Now, the downside. Beelzebub is like so many other entities who make you face your fears. And this may happen through dreams, so you may have nightmares where you have to battle or confront your deepest fears. And yes, I've found Beelzebub uses dreams a lot as a form of communication. Not all are nightmares, of course. Beelzebub is believed to be able to teach astral combat, and this may involve shape-shifting on the astral plane. Beelzebub is also a known healer, and this links back to his ancient past if you're curious about learning more about him. But people today call on him for healing, both physical and psychological. This is one of his aspects. Now, it's not that unusual for an entity who is connected to creating illness to also be connected to healing. Marbus is another example that comes to mind. As for working with Beelzebub, he is commonly associated with the planet Jupiter, so you can see the business and money link. But he is also strongly connected to Mars, and you will feel this when you work with him. And that ties into what I've mentioned about baneful magic. There are other planetary connections as well. I mean, this is an ancient energy, but those are just two that jumped out when I made contact, and research confirmed it. If you decide to work with him, offerings typically include alcohol, like rum, sweets, chocolate, sweet tobacco, and fruit. Also, honey and wildflowers. But go with your instincts and try out different things. So, if you do work with him, I believe you'll be impressed. Beelzebub can teach you a lot and help you reach your goals. Just be prepared because he is very powerful if he chooses to be. Now, if this video was helpful, please consider hitting the like button for us. It will help move Beelzebub up in the algorithm. Thank you.